Hello students, welcome to the online class session of accountancy. In this online class session of accountancy, I will explain you the chapter bills of exchange. Already in the previous online class session of accountancy, I explained you the introductory part of bills of exchange. Let me recall whatever I explained you in the previous online class session in few seconds. Bill is a complete description of the goods being purchased by the purchaser. Okay, the type of goods purchased by the purchaser. Its complete description is known as bill. Right. So here the two parties are involved. See the diagrammatical figure. The two parties are involved, A and B. A is the seller of the goods and B is the purchaser of the goods. Okay. Now, what type of transaction takes place in between A and B, that is seller and the purchaser? That is a credit transaction. And while doing so, due to lack of faith among or say on purchaser of the goods, A drew or say issue a bill of exchange. Bill of exchange contains the complete description of the goods being purchased by the purchaser, the amount of the goods purchased by the purchaser, his address and the address of the seller. That all is mentioned in the bill of exchange. Right? As well as the signatures of both the parties is also included in bills of exchange. After signatures of seller and purchaser in bill of exchange, that bill is exchanged. Bill is after bill you can see two more terms are being used. Bill of exchange. Bill is a complete description of the goods being purchased by the purchaser. That bill is exchanged between two parties, seller and the purchaser, and signed by both the parties. After signing of bills of exchange, the same bill for seller is known as bill receivable, because in some future date the payment of the bill will be received by the seller of the good. For the purchaser, the same bill is known by the name of bill payable, because in some future date the bill's payment is to be made by the purchaser B. Okay. Now you can see one semicircle is drawn, and on it is mentioned drew bill of exchange on April 1st for 3 months. Okay, who drew? Seller. Okay, drew means issue. Bills of exchange, and to whom this bill is given? To B. So A drew the bill of exchange, that's why A is known as drawer. Okay, or issuer. Drawer or issuer. ठीक है, right? And B will be known as purchaser or drawing, on whom the person on whom the drawer draws or issues the bill is known as drawing. So B here will be known by the name of drawing, right? Now this bill of exchange is drawn for 3 months tenure. Okay. On April 1st, it was issued to B. So April 1st is the date of the bill when this bill was made. Okay. Right. Now on the basis of this date, April 1st, three important terms I have to tell you. First term is due date of a bill. Due date of bill. Due date of bill means what is the date of the bill, or say the date on which the payment is to be received from the drawee. Drawee means from the purchaser. When the drawee or the purchaser of the goods promised to make payment of the bill. That is known as due date. Here you can see on semicircle, April 1st was the issuing date of the bill. 3 months tenure was there, means duration of the bill was 3 months. Just count 3 months after April 1st. See here also, due date. April 1st, 3 months I have counted for you. May, June, July. So July 1st will be the due date of the bill. Right. Now one more term you can see, second, days of grace. Days of grace. Right. Days of grace means some extra time is provided. Okay. To the drawee if he is unable or incapable of making payment of the bill. Right. Okay. Here days of grace means 3 days will be added to the due date, that is July 1st. Okay. Due date is July 1st. When you will add 3 days, these 3 days will be known as days of grace. Okay. These 3 days extra time is given to those customers who are incapable of making payment on the due date of the bill. Okay. So after adding the days of grace with the due date, whatever date we will be getting, that is July 4. This date will be known by the name of date of maturity. Will be known by the name of date of maturity, and is the third term which was to be explained to you. Date of maturity of a bill. Okay. Due date is the date on which the purchaser of the goods was supposed to make payment of the bill, but due to incapability of the purchaser of the good, 3 days extra time was allowed to the purchaser of the goods, that you can take 3 days extra time and make the payment of the bill finally. But don't say but, just see the third term, date of maturity of a bill. Now the third term is also to be explained to you, date of maturity of the bill. What is date of maturity of the bill? When due date of the bill and days of grace are added. Okay? On the due date of the bill, see here, due date of the bill is July 1st, due date July 1st. And when 3 days will be added, that is 3 days of grace will be added to due date, we will get the date of maturity of a bill. This is known as date of maturity of the bill. Okay, right. One more term is left to be explained to you, payee. Payee is that person to whom the bill's payment will be made by the purchaser of the goods. On the due date or say date of maturity, purchaser has to make payment of the bill, because this bill is known as bill payable for the purchaser of the goods. Now on the date of maturity or say on due date, to whomsoever purchaser will make the payment of the good, that person will be known as payee. Payee may be the seller of the goods or say drawer of the good, and may be a third party also. Third party means if the bill receivable, this bill receivable is transferred by A to some other person, say C. Okay, so the bearer of bill receivable is C, to whom the payment will be made by purchaser. Purchaser will make payment to C, the bearer of the bills receivable. So the payee may be the seller of the goods or a third party also. Is it clear to you? So these are the terms, very important terms, which we should know what is their meaning, what is their role. As I have already explained you just now, the role of the different parties involved. What are these 3 important terms? These terms also have been explained to you in this online class session, and diagrammatical explanation of this these important terms is also given by me. This is the diagrammatical explanation of the different terms. Okay, right? Each and everything I have just explained you through a diagram, right? Just take a screenshot. I am showing you the left hand side portion of the explanation given by me today of the same chapter, this selection and some important terms related to this chapter. Just take the screenshot and just what you need to just pair whatever is written on the board in the form of notes. Prepare notes on the basis of this explanation and whatever is visible on the green board, left hand side and right hand side of the green board. Take a screenshot fastly. Okay, that's all for today, right? The same explanation will be shared by me with the help of YouTube video link in your class WhatsApp group. Just repeatedly you watch the video, okay, and prepare nice notes on the basis of my explanation. If you are having any problem, if you face any problem, then you can just get your problem solved by sharing your problems in my personal WhatsApp number. Okay, I will solve your problems. Have a nice day. That's all for today.